My wife refused to help with our newborn until her friends whispered, "If you were mine, I'd help you all day." She panicked instantly. My wife breezed past me and our screaming 1-year-old without even glancing down. "Clean the kitchen before my friends get here," she ordered, already scrolling through her phone. "And hide Ashie's toys. The house looks like a daycare." I shifted Ashie to my other hip, her sticky hands grabbing at my shirt. Caitlin hadn't held our daughter once this week. She'd been too busy posting selfies from boutiques and wine bars to notice Ashie's first word yesterday. I watched her disappear upstairs to get ready for another Saturday of shopping, while I faced another 12-hour shift of bottles, diapers, and trying to keep a 1-year-old entertained alone. 20 minutes later, the doorbell rang. I opened the door and greeted Caitlin's friends, Jess, Madison, and Valerie. "Oh my God," Jess gasped. "Look at you being super dad." Madison immediately reached for Ashie. "She's adorable. And were you cooking while holding a baby? This is literally the most attractive thing ever." They followed me inside, completely ignoring their original mission to collect Caitlin. "What are you making?" Valerie asked, genuinely interested. "It smells amazing." I'd been making homemade baby food, something Caitlin called extra and unnecessary. But her friends were fascinated, cooing over Ashie and actually listening when I explained her schedule. I felt super awkward mainly because I wasn't used to this much attention. "You memorized her nap times? Really?" Madison said, impressed. "My boyfriend doesn't even know what day garbage goes out." Jess sat on our couch, making Ashie giggle. "You're amazing with her," she said. Meanwhile, Madison studied me carefully. The exhaustion, the baby food stains, the practiced way I grabbed Ashie's bottle one-handed. "Wait, do you do this every day alone?" The question hung in the air. Valerie pulled out her phone. "Caitlin posted yesterday from that new wine bar at 2 p.m. Who was watching Ashie?" My silence was enough of an answer. "She doesn't help at all, does she?" Jess whispered. The way they looked at me, shocked, but also something else, something appreciative, told me they were seeing their friend's marriage differently than Caitlin had been portraying it on social media. "Are you guys coming or what?" Caitlin's irritated voice carried down the stairs, but her friends didn't move. Madison stepped closer, helping steady Ashie's bottle. "Your arms must be tired," she said softly to me. Then Jess canceled their reservation on her phone. "I'd rather hang out with you." Caitlin appeared at the top of the stairs in a dress that cost more than our monthly groceries, but her face changed when she saw her friends clustered around me. "Why aren't you ready to go?" Her voice pitched higher. Valerie didn't even look up from Ashie. "Did you know your husband makes homemade baby food? And he does all the night feedings?" Caitlin started down quickly. "That doesn't matter. We need to leave. We have questions," Jess interrupted, finally looking at Caitlin with an expression I'd never seen before. Caitlin reached the bottom of the stairs with her face flushed. "What questions?" Madison turned to her. "Why aren't you helping your husband with Ashie?" The color drained from Caitlin's face. "I am helping. I manage our calendar." "When did you last change a diaper?" Valerie asked quietly. Caitlin's mouth opened and closed. "He's just better at it. He's home more." "You work from home twice a week," I said quietly, my first words since they'd arrived. "And you're usually back by noon the other days." Jess stood slowly. "He's exhausted, Caitlin, taking care of a baby alone while you post martini pics." Caitlin's hands clenched. "You don't understand our arrangement." "What arrangement?" Madison asked. "The one where he does everything while you pretend you're single online?" Then she touched my shoulder gently and said something that made me shudder. "If you were mine, I'd help you all day." I swear I saw Caitlin's face go purple from the corner of my eye. "Madison, what the hell did you just say?" "I only told the truth," replied Madison. What followed was a back and forth between Caitlin saying, "He's mine," and Madison replying with, "Not for long." I watched them in shock, wondering if I should defend Caitlin, when Valerie approached me and slipped a paper into my apron pocket. "My brother's a divorce lawyer, just in case you might want to consider that." I reached for the paper, remembering all those times when Caitlin had blown off my calls about Ashie being sick, and said, "Maybe I will, thanks."